Okay, that's sampled. That's gonna be like
That's gonna be like
that's gonna be
The bleeps.
on the bleeps. Yeah, so I make bleeps. Like whenever we swear, I make homemade bleeps, and
so
it's gonna
great.
be wah.
Wah.
Yeah. So can you say it aggressively?
Wah. Wah.
Sorry, you just fucking attacked my llama. Hi guys, I cleaned
Oh,
up.
it's I didn't even know you were.
I've got a
recording.
slap clapper.
No, don't. Oh. Okay.
Take one.
So,
Have you cleared your sinuses?
sinuses, is that what it's called?
Sinus, yeah.
Sinusitis. So, hi.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 3 of the
Through the Glass Ceiling
podcast.
with Saskia and
Hamidha.
with Hamidha and
Saskia.
yes, high five.
No. We are back after 2 weeks.
2 weeks partying it up.
Partying up. We went to a... We didn't go anywhere. I can't even
We went to a
think of it.
Korean barbecue place.
Mm.
So Hamidha turned 18 recently.
Woo. I'm just 18. I'm just an adult. I can vote.
You can.
I can vote. I know who I'm voting for.
Yeah.
Not Boris.
Uh,
I'm just like, I have something to tell you. I'm secretly a Tory.
Get the
Wah.
Oh shit.
take your bicycle.
Yeah, so that happened. Birthday was on good old Saturday. It's now Monday. Is it called a leave? A leave.
Like a work leave.
Yeah.
A leave from.
We didn't mean to do it. It just happened.
It just kind of happened. So.
Yeah. To our 5 listeners, we are sorry.
We are so sorry. I hope all of you are crocheting your way to happiness.
But since the last podcast, we are now on Spotify.
Woo woo!
Woo!
We are now.
Sponsor me.
We are
please.
looking for sponsors from.
Generally, I would take my local kebab shop to sponsor me as well.
Please.
Anyone.
We like your chips. From sellotape to skydiving equipment, we are
Honestly,
completely open for.
we have some hard limits,
for
but
sponsors.
like,
for sponsorships, we are open.
yeah.
We should ask Charmin if she wants to sponsor.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or we just shout her out.
Check out Lava London, LARVA London on Instagram.
Or
For really cool,
LAR.
for really cool like jewelry, all handmade.
Today's shout out goes to Lava London LARVALDN.com if you want to get yourself some beautiful handmade jewelry. We both have some, right?
I don't. I'm sorry, but I'm.
I'll just put these in.
No, but I'm. No, it's okay.
I have these beautiful papillon.
Now soon coming out with
earrings.
men's jewelry, so that's on the
Brat,
way.
brat. So go buy Lava London at
Jewelry.
Lava London, LARVALDN on Instagram and LavaLDN.com to get yourself some lovely jewelry.
She
Next.
No, leave it alone.
Clap slap. Clap slap. So this episode is a music themed episode. We've got an interview coming along with Samuel Sinclair. And to start off our music themed episode, we are going to start talking about music. So let's talk about Beyonce's visual album.
Oh my god, kill me now.
Please take my blood.
Honestly.
I don't need it.
First of all, she's like, oh my god, I can't even like breathe when talking about her. It's basically, most people should know this.
We
like,
are big
when-
heads.
Yeah. When The Lion King, the live action one came out, Beyonce did a whole soundtrack. She did the whole soundtrack for it.
Yeah.
So that came out like a year ago, but
Yeah.
she recently released her visual album for it.
Yes.
And she's like, she's just amazing. You
Yeah.
know?
As a film student, it is high quality film.
As just a fan, it's just great, you know? She fully did that.
She really did that.
Like, it was so pleasing to watch.
You know when someone does something,
And you know
she
when-
did it.
Yeah.
She did that.
Like,
Verb.
So, but
Okay.
you know when she, like, every time it came to another song, like another music video, I was just like, it hit me every time.
Your skin glitter,
That-
your skin just like fur.
That one was amazing.
Oh,
I'm blue, she was cute in
Oh
it.
yeah, I wouldn't trade for anybody else singing.
Yeah, that was great.
She's got a cool voice.
She does. But Kelly was in it. Naomi was in it.
Oh,
Lupita
Lupita
was in
Nyong'o.
it. Ah, she looked amazing.
And Awang.
Yeah, she's a beautiful model. Oh my god, I just want to be her.
We stand away. The aesthetic changes, but it is like everything does, even though it does flow well, relatively well. I think there is an aesthetic with each song, and it's always different.
But there's still some type of consistency.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause they had that, like, they basically had that little boy in it who was in it for the whole time.
It does follow a story.
Yeah.
It follows a good story. So, but don't expect a film.
It was
do you know what I
following
mean?
that boy though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was playing Simba.
Yeah.
That was just us ranting about.
Ranting, praising the Queen.
The Queen herself, Beyonce.
BB.
Carter Knowles.
Beyonce, BB, Carter Knowles. BB. Also, I want to bring up a music theory that I've noticed.
Okay.
And I don't know if both of them have sampled another track.
Okay.
But so there's this Croatian artist called Svemirko. Shout out. Intermissia. That's one of their songs. And it starts exactly the same as Woods by Mac Miller. Is that it? The exact same. Can we play it? Okay, so I'm going to play you...
Turn it up.
And then they come in with their own thing, right?
Yeah.
That was Intermissia. And now I'm going to play you Woods by Mac Miller. Une seconde. Yeah, so I have a theory that John Bryan sampled them, but they didn't get credit because they're a very small band.
Yeah.
Or they both sampled the same artist. So I'm not saying it's for sure. I love Mac Miller as an artist. He's one of my favourite artists of all time. Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm a fan of both Svemirko and Mac Miller, and it was so strange when I figured that out. So that's a worldwide exclusive. So I've never heard anyone talk about that before. So there you go.
But that's cool. Like, forget about the whole copyright thing, whatever, sampling. But just in general, that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Because the way they you play, like, they both go into their own thing is kind of cool. They go in literally different directions, but it still works both ways.
As they say, bad artists try to replicate and good artists steal. And I think that's interesting because when you recontextualize something, it has its own.
But also with that
meaning.
Intro, you can go in like 100 different directions.
Yeah,
so
for
I
sure.
don't think sampling's bad when you can. I think it's
I don't. I just thought it was really interesting that
I
they
think
start
it's
with the same
even
thing.
like cooler.
Yeah.
Cooler, is that a word? Cool, that's a word, right?
More cooler, whatever.
I think it's like
Cooleroni.
I think it's way more interesting.
Mm.
I think it's like a fun thing to do, just like listening to different ways.
I mean, that's why Quentin Tarantino's so good. He recontextualizes things. I was watching a video essay on it. I won't bore you with it, but a huge thing in postmodernism is to basically just steal something, put it in a new context, and it gives it a whole different meaning. It's not the stimuli that changes. It's the context and the point of view, and that's why it's so interesting to have people take something that's not theirs or something that is, you know, people know already, and put it into something completely different and change the context of it, change the meaning of it, and put different things together that make up your own point of view. So
kind of like Shakespeare.
Yeah, kind of. It's like that same idea of taking something and making it your own, but also combining things that are unique to you and your point of view. So say you have like 3 albums that are completely eclectic mix of things, and you put them together like they're your favourite albums of all time, but they're completely different. No one would think to put them together except from you because they're part of your childhood, right? So those things that are stolen, put together and merged, is your own new thing.
Yeah. I was watching a video the other day where it wasn't exactly movies that centered the whole film around it or the whole plot around it, but there was like really famous scenes where, like, if you look at it, they generally took so much inspiration from this piece of art. And I just think that's really cool. Because you're fusing 2 things that are really similar.
Recontextualizing.
Yeah, things that are really similar, and you're just
so important.
You're just putting them together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it stems from postmodernism. I think we're ready for our musical guest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
please welcome
we're not doing that.
Samuel
No,
Sinclair.
we're not doing that.
That's so bad.
We're not doing that.
You're overhyping me already.
No, we're not hyping you.
No, right, you're not.
Oh,
The sound
don't
levels
use
and they're all-
that again. I'm tired of it. This is the 3rd fucking...
Clap slap. we're now joined by Samuel Sinclair.
Hello.
Do you want to give yourself like a little bio?
Oh,
Bio.
God.
Pretty give yourself a little bio.
Big yourself up.
Big ups.
There's not much to say at the minute, really. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm now based in London.
Way.
And I've known Saskia for many years now.
You go way back.
You've somehow managed to release much more music than I have in a much shorter period, which I'm jealous of,
Talent.
to be honest.
That's your bio. Sell yourself.
I can't talk about myself in the third person.
So then should we?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
great at bigging me up. Don't you say a word.
You just sit there.
I don't know.
Samuel Sinclair is a singer-songwriter who used to be in Derby, right?
Yeah.
Then Lake District. Then he's
Really
moved back. Then he's moved back to southeast London, where he used to live when he was a tiny enfant.
I didn't think you're supposed to get that
That's-
specific.
Yeah, I don't try to give them my postcode.
Someone's googling it, and that's when we met. We met when we were at. Should I say the name? 1 O'Clock Club.
Well, I mean, you have
Tiny
now.
Hills? Yeah, I was going to
Again,
find
that's my
Nick and all
bio.
this later.
Next.
Okay, no, wait. And he writes and sings and does guitar. Yeah, and he's very good. He's written 2 songs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
I have 2 songs out.
He
I've
has-
not written 2 songs.
He's released 2 songs which I really like. Cherry Rose, which may be being released properly soon,
Yeah.
and Low House, which is his
Single.
debut single. So we're very happy to have you here, Samuel.
One of you is.
Hamida's
No, I
not
do.
a fan.
And I've known him for 2 minutes.
What were you talking about? We talked about postmodernism and shit. You probably like that. But,
Alright.
you know, you weren't here. So,
That's correct.
we get out the phone.
The what?
The
The phone.
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 Get the phone. Okay. So,
Do you edit this at all?
yeah, we do.
Okay.
Just about. Editing Saskia here. It's been 10 hours. So, we're going to get into the question segment. Question segment with Samuel Sinclair.
Are we doing one?
That's the McDonald's. That's the McDonald's theme
Are we
tune.
doing one?
So, Samuel
Not
Sinclair.
McDonald's.
What music do you make? Where would you place yourself in terms of genre?
I guess at the moment it would probably just be like classic indie stuff because
Okay.
it's like low fidelity, but just because I haven't got any good recording equipment, I've just had to record that one song I've got out. I just had to record it from my bedroom over lockdown, and I was pretty happy with what I came out with because of it. But it's not really the kind of music I want to make. I make quite different music when I'm in a group of people, which is why I'm trying to form a band while I'm here.
So you definitely prefer being in
Oh
like
yeah,
a band
I
to...
definitely prefer writing and being in a band with people than being on my own because it's like really easy to write sad songs, like really easy, but they're never good. So you need other people.
That's
to kind
like
of
when you're
work
by
on.
yourself and you're like, what you play straight away is like something sad.
Exactly. It's good
I
to
was
have other people
nodding
to
and you
bounce
were
off.
like, it's not good. And I was like, no, it's good. When and why did you start making music? So what came before? The guitar, right? Sorry, Hamidha. Why are you laughing? He's giving you a serious
Sorry,
answer.
I'm genuinely, I'm very interested. I just got the new...
It's alright.
Clap slap. Okay, can you just do that bit again?
Yeah. Played guitar for a year,
Mhm.
then decided to try singing. Shouldn't have, but continued with it. And now I've been writing my own music and doing loads of performances for the last 3 years, and that's just what I'm doing. I've been in a few bands as well,
A few, how many are we talking?
like 3 or 4, and then I've been doing different stuff for all of them. So I was bass in one, I was the front man for another, and then I've been lead guitar in 2, and then of course I moved to here. So I'm now looking for another one.
What's the best venue you've played?
I played Rough Trade in Nottingham. at
Like
the time.
a fuck yeah moment. Like when
Yeah.
You,
God, yeah. I mean, we played so loud I couldn't hear for about 2 days. It was brilliant. I really liked it because of how close we were to the audience. And that's the same reason I like going there to watch gigs. Because I'd loved Diet Sig for about a year before I saw them in Nottingham. And you're literally like, the stage is barely, it's not even a foot raised off the ground. It's literally just part of the floor slightly raised.
Speaking of artists, who are you inspired by?
I'm inspired by a lot of people. Directly influencing what I'm writing, it always changes, but at the minute it's probably like Graham Coxon's solo stuff,
What about it inspires you?
Oh, it just has like a really informal way of writing music. It's never like, you know how a lot of, say, like Led Zeppelins have got these like really huge epics that talk about large landscapes and dragons and shit. Graham Coxon's basically just writing about being a person. At the minute as well, probably Syd Barrett. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff, and early Pink Floyd. I like Neutral Milk Hotel as well, just because it's shouting and acoustic guitar, which, you know, I can get along with.
Is there anything specific that you look for in a good artist that you want to like take from, see their process or?
Yeah. So I'm fine with writing lyrics. I'm not great at coming up with chord progressions, and I'm not great at coming up with melodies.
Okay.
So when I'm listening to an artist that I'm like, okay, I really like their work, I'd like to kind of try and lean my stuff a bit more towards theirs. I'm kind of trying to figure out how they put. I'll look for interviews or something, kind of how they put lyrics to melodies or what comes first for them.
Yeah.
And I still haven't cracked it yet, which is why I haven't got a lot of music out. Well, that's another reason why I prefer being in a group, because if you're like, say, Cherry Rose, me and my mate wrote the chord progression, and as soon as we had it down, he figured out a melody, and then I had lyrics with it within like the hour, and then that song was done. The melody goes well with the chords, and the chords go well with the lyrics. So it works perfectly fine, and I love it. And then Low House was just, I think all the songs I've released have like insultingly low writing times, which is kind of annoying, because I'll spend like weeks trying to perfect a song and then not release it. Like Low House, I came up with the chords in like 15 minutes, and it was half done within about an hour.
But I think that's how best music is made, because I look at music like it's a moment of magic. You know, when you get that guitar and you just sit on the floor.
How do you write songs? Because I listened to your album like twice the other day, and I think unorthodox is a really good way to just speak about your general approach to it, to like music. I was saying to someone today, I was talking about your music, and I was like, even when I was helping her get it on Spotify and sorting out the track listing and kind of listening to it while we're doing it, it's just really like odd, kind of not knowing how it's like been done and then been released. It's really strange stuff. I've got everything that college has kind of taught me I need to have to record music, which now is broken, by the way, which I need to repair.
Head and Shoulders coming for your neck, bruv.
I drowned my recording equipment in Head and Shoulders by accident. Not important. And then you've got like GarageBand, and you've released like an album from essentially.
I made it all on an iPad.
Exactly. You made it all on an iPad. Because I've had it drilled into me that you need these things to release music.
But to see it done in a different way.
Yeah, it's good. It is actually talent and not just the technology. So what's your kind of process for writing the songs off that album then? Not in general.
Next.
But like
when
on the
songs,
album, yeah.
On my album SoundCloud to a Dream.
SoundCloud.
That's how I think now. Soundtrack to a Dream. It was very similar to my process.
Go listen. Sorry.
I find a chord progression that really sits with me, that kind of sits nice in my soul, like I can feel it in my chest, and it's really sweet to me. That's what I look for, really sweet, beautiful chords that I feel like I could just pour my heart out, and that flows with me, flows with my, like the way my brain works. It just feels like it's all on a level.
It just feels good.
I just sit there with my guitar, just playing random stuff, because I'm not very skilled on guitar. I don't know any names to chords. I just kind of sit there and I put my fingers in random places, and I see what sounds good, and then I move it up and down, and I kind of get a melody. I might record that, or I'll sit there playing what I'm playing and just kind of let myself sing, and then sometimes I'll come up with a hook, sometimes I'll just put like my voice notes on, and I'll just freestyle, and that's how I make most of my stuff. I freestyle.
But that's crazy to me.
then
You all
later-
know why that's crazy to me?
Why?
Because your lyrics are actually like, they sound, first of all, they're really beautiful, but they sound like you've generally sat and like thought about it. So when you say like, when you told me specifically like these specific songs have been like freestyle, I'm like, what?
I think it's because I have a big background in poetry. Like,
Yeah,
I've been writing
that would
poetry
def-
since
that
I was
doesn't
about
help.
8. So, I'm kind of trained to, like, my brain's kind of trained in that
No,
way.
yeah, I get what you mean. Like when I'm writing poems myself, like I can get one done in like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I think it's still, I feel like it's way more cool because like it's a transition from like a poem or just like to a song, and it still like fits really nicely.
Yeah. I basically
I'm just listening.
loop the basis of a track, I freestyle, then I get the main vocals down, and then I build the fuck out of it, because I stack the shit out of it in melodies and harmonies and other stuff, and sometimes I'll change the whole verses. Like with White Flower, I hated the verse melody, so I picked something. I picked a melody that I called it upnage. Like I made up a word because I was just singing it, and I was like, and then I made it into the verses for White Flower. Basically, I just kind of do what comes to me, and with this, I was really proud of it because it felt cohesive and it felt like a project. But I've taken over this thing.
No,
I just kind of asked you a question. It'd be a bit rubbish if you didn't answer it.
So we've known each other for a long time.
You can say that.
What is the first record you remember listening to?
Oh God, I don't know. The Jimi Hendrix live at the Monterey Pop Festival, which was a great performance.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one where he burned his guitar on stage.
Right. If you could make an instrument, what would it be?
Oh God.
Like anything.
I
I'd play a pool.
What's yours? Go on.
A swimming pool.
What sound do you make?
Huh?
That sounds like a different kind of song. No, but like it's Talk about yay.
So what? We
Kanye.
just shout.
Oh,
I
yay.
thought you just wanted
Yee.
us to like shout.
Is that how you interpret
It's
it?
yay.
Is it yee?
Yeah, Jesus. It's
I
yay.
thought it was yay.
Yee.
That makes it so much more fun.
Funny.
Can you say yeet?
The real question is, why?
Okay.
Shout out underground or indie artists that you really like.
2 from Nottingham and Derby, Room 3, and then Riviera. They're amazing live as when they're touring, which should be in the near future
Shout
if
out.
it gets back on. I can't wait to go and see them. My favourite song by them is The Queue, and then for Room 3, my favourite song by them is the one that's out, Fire Away.
It's called 99 Neighbours. They're like a fusion of like Tyler. They've got like Tyler the Creator vibes. But also like Frank
Rockhampton
Ocean
as well.
They're like if you like those type of artists, they're like a great like
Fusion.
Also, JPEG Mafia.
I'll tell you who I think's underrated. Rachel Chinariri. I think she's so underrated. I think she's amazing. I think she's a great talent, and that she's gonna go places, and that she is going places.
Cool.
So I'll give my shout out to Rachel Chinariri.
Another one that I now think is getting the right amount of attention, as she should, is Phoebe Bridgers. Phoebe Bridgers is fucking amazing.
Thank you for listening to episode 3.
3 of the Through the Glass Ceiling podcast with Hamidha and
We're not doing that with Hamidha.
and Saskia and Samuel.
That was brilliant. What?